This is 15 years of legacy.
It's a small company, but there is huge potential. Products over 15 years, they have proven to be the best, where you can see the quality, and that's pure fascination. We have great people, they have crazy ideas, and now we are paving the way forward for the next growth stage. We burn for the quality we have here. We need to really specify and to find the markets that share our mission and our values. Everyone who's looking for complex structures, hollow components, load path optimized, where I want to invite the entire composite industry to touch base with us, because that's our core competence.
So we are here at All Ahead Composites. We have toured the factory, and now I'm sitting here with Aleks Chaloupka. Aleks, thanks for hosting us today here in, let's see, your new home, but we'll come back to that topic in a bit. Can you introduce yourself?
For sure. First of all, welcome Yannick. It's great to have you guys here.
Thanks.
Yeah, for all the audience, I'm Aleks. So I'm here since May, leading the company together with our founder, Christian Gemperlein.
Yeah.
And now we are paving the way forward for the next growth stage that is in front of us.
Cool. So Aleks, we know each other for a while. I mean, the composites community is a small family. So we met in the past. So what I would like to know is, how did it happen? Why did you join this company here? And eventually also share, when did you actually enter the composites family?
Yeah, so I entered the composites family 16 years ago. Yes, 16 years ago. And started my journey at the University of Augsburg, where there was a chair for experimental physics 2. Yeah. In the past, it was, the physicists are doing material science and composites. Yeah. But at the end, it grew up to a chair that is very well known, not just in Germany, but also in Europe, for the competence in composites manufacturing and material science. Yeah. And I had the luck to very early in my career touch base with this chair during my studies. And then later on, a Fraunhofer Institute from the Fraunhofer ICT, a project group, functional lightweight design, has touched base with Augsburg, and they decided to build up the project group functional lightweight design in Augsburg. And Professor Drexler, even well known in the composites industry. Indeed. Exactly, he and Lazarula Schatzigeorgiou. So the one when Drexler is not in-house, who's leading the Fraunhofer Institute in Augsburg, they had their office next to mine. And this was when we first got in touch. And where they said, hey, there is a chance for you to grow with us together. And I said, yes, looks nice. Because I have never been the physicist who was just throwing around with letters and numbers. I always wanted to feel what I'm doing and to see what we do. Yeah, that was the way entering the composites industry. And therefore, I was then working on the material science, but trying to translate material science into manufacturing and to learn the dependencies and even the restrictions. And coming from there, I met the company Netsch in the laboratory equipment manufacturing and research, and they had a strategic focus on the topic of a specific measurement technology that was in the lab or was used in the lab, but in principle, the playground is the real manufacturing environment. And I saw that very early, and that was the connection then to Netsch, where I then moved on, entered Netsch, joined Netsch, and was roughly 10 years at Netsch. Okay. Always acting closely with the composites industry. And I think since 2016, the only check I've missed was this year's check in Paris. So I'm very closely connected to JAC and to the composites industry. Yeah. And how I got here was that last year in summer I made the decision to move on and to make a cut and to start from new. And looking forward, and yes, the composites industry took care of myself and said, hey, one day in January I got a phone call, and there was somebody from composites field on the other side and said, hey, there is somebody. I think you and him, you should meet each other, because I think both of you should stick together, and you could pave the way for a great growth story, and to share the competences you both have. Yeah? That was the story. This is how I came here.
Cool. So really the power of the network again.
Yeah.
Some people are caring also for the industry, and putting people in touch. Yeah, that's how a new journey starts. No, I mean, cool to know you started in Augsburg. That was also my beginning in composites. Right after university in Paris, I went to Augsburg with a train and started at SGL in Meitingen, not far from Augsburg. So at least solid fundamentals in composites in Augsburg and the region. But now back to you. So you met with Christian, and what happened?
Fascination. I think that's the word that describes what I felt the best way. So after our first phone call, 1 week later, I came here. Christian showed me the company, the products. We were sitting exactly in this room for a long time together.
Yeah.
We discussed a lot of different things. I brought him, I would say I was quite offensive during that meeting, but I brought him my vision, and from there we started, and we really started to think forward. And over the weeks, continuously we exchanged, we made plans, and then one day we decided, hey, let's do it. Let's join forces and do it. And I mean, what fascinated me here was it's a small company, but there is huge potential within the company, because the products, as you can see, the products over 15 years, they have proven to be the best you can really get when it comes to lightweight, load path optimized construction, carbon where you can see the quality, and that's pure fascination. It's carbon in sports always was a big fascinating topic. As a hockey player myself, I was growing up with the composite story and hockey sticks, and therefore, the fascination for carbon was there since my hockey time, and then entering a company that is daily producing parts after parts in composites in an industry where everyone has a feeling for, so bikes and bike components. That was 100% fascination.
So you say fascination, still you were provocative, so that means you see things beyond what we see today. So what gives you the confidence that from this base, which is 15 years of experience, knowledge, you can go beyond what the company is today? What gives you this confidence?
That's the second topic of fascination I saw when I joined the company, or when I entered the company here in January. It's not just the products, it's also the people behind. So I'm a Christian. I listened to him, where he came from, where he wants to go. And that was a 100% match with my targets as well. And I felt Christian can give me something I'm looking for. And I even felt I can do the same for Christian. And that was where we started to move forward and to pave the way. And then also seeing the people here moving around. I mean, that is something when you enter the company the first time and you get a tour through the company, you see people moving around, knowing exactly what to do. Everyone knows what's my job. Everyone is busy out there. And there you can feel that it's not the product itself, it's the people behind. It's the people behind creating these products. And that's the biggest potential I see, because we have great people down there in the production and even in the office, and they have crazy ideas. They are in principle open-minded, but from time to time you need to open the minds again, because people are burning for the topic. People are doing whatever is necessary to let the company grow and to create the products. But from time to time, you need to step back and to open your mind again and to say, okay, I think we need to question what we are doing since years. Where should we do a change? Where should we create a new fundament for the next growth stage.
Yeah.
And this is also what I felt. And yeah, we're working on that. I would say quite successful. I mean, I'm here for 2 entire months now, and there are a lot of topics we have already started with the entire team together.
Cool. So really bring in these new impulses, also supporting each other at management level, which I think is sane at a certain point, not being a solopreneur, but doing stuff together. But now from these fundamentals, I mean, obviously the company is anchored in cycling and in composites. We'll come back to the composites and where it could go beyond cycling. But now on cycling only, if I might, this is 15 years of legacy, lots of reputation. I mean, behind the curtain, everybody knows Christian and his company because he has been really at the heart of many projects out there. But as you said, maybe the consumers, the brand is not really known. I mean, it's certainly not widespread like other big brands doing lots of marketing. So where do you see here the potential and what can it bring to the company in its growth?
Yeah, there are a lot of different topics that come together. It's on the one hand, it's the positioning out there. So what people think about when seeing the Bike Ahead or All Ahead logo.
Yes.
So that's something people need to feel what we feel internally. So we create the mindset internally and then we expose it to the people out there. That are the steps and the visibility around. I mean, marketing for me, marketing is an instrument that talks about our commitment and talks about how we think internally. So marketing talks about our mindset.
Yeah.
And that is where we can do a lot of stuff because we haven't done it in the past. So the company was very quiet and still is.
Yeah.
And even in the future, it will be quiet, but in a positive way because we know what we can do and we also know what we cannot do. But to bring the message outside and to bring the mindset we have internally to the people out there, this is a change.
Yeah.
And this definitely will help us to create more visibility, to get out of the pure performance bike bubble where companies and OEMs know us and trust us, but also that end consumers know us more and more. Because my feeling, 99% of everyone who is owning a bike doesn't know Bike Ahead because they never got in touch with it. And this all started in today's time. It starts with the visibility digitally. So you need to be SEO, geo-relevant, you need to have a web shop that even Google can crawl. There are so many topics and there is so much potential we can work on. And we are creating a concept already and decide which is the way we want to go and which topics do we really need to bring us forward and which ones are the ones that bring us in a very fast pace forward. Because we don't have the money to burn for marketing and stuff. So we're really sorting out what are the bricks that we could do and what are the ones we really do because they bring us really forward with the budget we have.
Yeah. So that's really, I mean, in the industry where you are established in a certain way, but have a name, a brand, and also convey your passion and what the people are doing day in, day out, bring it out there. Yeah. So that certainly makes full sense. But then it's also moving from your comfort zone, I would say, cycling, because it's a passion and it's 15 years of experience, to looking also for other opportunities, other markets, because as you say, at the end, it's about the fundamentals. It's great people, great materials. Why to limit it to this one industry of cycling? And so I understand this is going to be a bit afterwards. So in a timeline, when do you see this kind of going beyond cycling?
Yeah, I mean, first we need to take care about the stability and the fundament to be able to grow.
Yes.
At the moment, I would say it would be too early to really start a new pillar from scratch because we need to pave the way to use the potential even in-house we still have, we burn today. And once we have seen this potential and we know how to make use of it, then we can start to act in other fields and step by step to grow into other markets. And from the timeline, I would say I don't want to be in a rush in here, but from what I see, there are so many trend markets even out there that can benefit from our core manufacturing technology we have here. But I would say let's talk about a time frame of 6 to 9 months to really separate different markets and to see which capabilities that we have, which throughput customers need, can we really deliver, because this needs to be a match to what we do today. We cannot start with an automated manufacturing of 100,000 parts now. That's not us. We are in the high performance field. We are specialized. We burn for the quality we have here. So we need to really specify and to find the markets that share our mission and our values. And this is why we should definitely take 6 to 9 months to sort it out. And then I'm positive that maybe within the next 12 months, we will have the 1, 2, or 3 small projects in other markets to try out and to see, is this the benefit we can deliver to specific customers in these markets. But yeah, to even invite the composite industry to touch base with us. Everyone who's looking for complex structures with hollow components, load path optimized. Yeah, that's where I want to invite the entire composite industry to touch base with us, because that's our core competence.
Yeah. So you say, obviously, there's a key pillar on the people, the knowledge, the fundamentals. Now we are mentioning also this key USPs on the technical side, so really hollow parts. That's certainly something, and the quality, obviously.
Yeah.
Eventually, also the fact that you are very well integrated here in a local ecosystem, which I think is very important to iterate quicker. And as you say, one thing is to find the market, the other one is that the markets finds you.
Exactly.
And that goes obviously with communicating, marketing in its holistic sense. So I see that you are burning for that. You sometimes have to break on some topics to consolidate others.
Yeah, but I mean, even in the uncertain political situation around the globe at the moment, I think it's getting more and more important again to be able to source from around the own country, and I mean Europe in this case. So to have a sourcing available in Europe, and I mean that's what OEMs already do when they place special projects here in this house, because they know fast-paced development, delivery of prototypes, or even small or mid-sized series of bikes or bike components. That is where they trust in us already. And I think that's getting more and more important, because at the moment we are going 2 steps back. In the past, everyone was outsourcing, manufacturing cheaper, accepting less quality compared to Germany and Europe. But now we are moving a little bit back, and I'm curious to see what the future will bring.
Yeah, and also speed. I mean, when I spoke with Christian, he mentioned there was a 3-month period from idea to frame. And I mean, that is really exceptional looking at the normal development cycles. So you don't want to do that every day, but it shows what you are capable of. And Aleks, so now you are 2 months here in this facility, many hours, I assume. You still have the same passion. I see sparkling eyes. So what keeps you as an individual also going for these challenges and always questioning the status quo? Is it your background in sports? What is it?
I would think so. Sports is definitely a big topic in here, because looking for the challenge and always striving to win, I think that's as a sportsman, what you have in your heart. That's definitely one topic. The other topic, I think that's family. I was growing up with the mindset that if you want to reach a specific target, you cannot wait for somebody presenting it to you. You need to fight for it. And I think that's the two combinations, sports and the mindset I've grown up with, that stick together here. And then I like to work with people together and to move on with people together and to always optimize what is there and to always ask questions. Sometimes it's stupid questions, but in a positive way, because sometimes you need to ask stupid questions to create a message on the other side. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, let's think about. And that's, I would say I can open eyes with asking questions or with questioning the status quo. And therefore, there are always people who say, okay, yeah, that's right. Let's talk about what should we do in a different way.
I mean, thanks, Alex. It's great having you in the Composites family, obviously. Having you joining this fantastic journey. I think the room is full of passion. I mean, we both love sports, we both love composites. I'm really looking forward for the next years, the next 15 years and beyond of this company, seeing you in bike, even better known in other fields. Thanks again for the tour also.
Thank you for being here.
And see you soon on one of those events, hopefully Jack next year, because you missed this year. Next year will be even better if you are there. So see you soon. Thank you very much.
Yannick, thank you.
Thank you.